All right, let's see if we're actually up and running.
I hope it's okay. I hope you like it.
All right, we're up and gunning. Just a second, everybody. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hero Hour. So sorry I'm running late. I got roped into helping the old people in my life move furniture this evening, so that was a priority. And now we're live streaming. I sent out the invite to a couple of people. We'll see if anybody's able to show. If not, then this will be a very short one tonight. I don't know if I've got the energy to do drawing tonight, but I do have a stack of comics I can go through. Figured you guys might like that. So in just a second, let me get everything set up here. I do have a Mega Construct egg to play around with, but I don't think anybody wants to do that tonight either. So, but I got to get through these comics because today was New Comic Book Day. I haven't made it to the store yet, and obviously I got to go and check out the new comics. But not like I want to buy any of them. I just buy old stuff anyway. So there, let me share with you all what I got, and we'll make this a short video, make it quick and easy, and hope you all enjoy. All right, starting off, we've got Miracle Man #1. This is when Marvel obtained the rights to do Miracle Man, and it's actually like a reprint of the older issues, which, you know, kind of cool. But I don't think this ever did anything for Marvel because they haven't done anything with him since. But you do have a nice little Joe Quesada cover here, but somebody might be interested. Picked up a couple issues of The Astonishing Ant-Man. This is issue number 11. I read it. It's as boring as hell, but somebody out there might like it. I got another issue of Blade of the Immortal. This is issue number 5 of 7 for a storyline called Dream Song. I do know I have at least one customer who's a fan of these, so that'll be nice. I had thought this was the first edition of Aliens from Dark Horse Comics, but this is actually the second series. But this is issue number 1 of 4, and art by Dennis Bouveus. I'm not even sure who that is, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. But I know I've got some Alien fans out there that might be looking for this one, so it's a great cover. We also have Justice League number 27. This is from the New 52 era. This is part of the Forever Evil storyline. I think that's the reason why I picked that one up. Very nice. Birds of Prey. This is issue number 115. Riverdale number 1. This is the one I was joking with Avery about, saying I got this one just for him. Based on the new hit TV series from the CW. Now, I have seen the first season of Riverdale and actually enjoyed it. I don't know if the comic's going to be that good, but well, probably not. Hit Girl issue number 5. This is the Daniel Way Goran Parlov storyline. This is part 1 of 4. The way the series is going is she's traveling the world and killing bad guys. And in this one, it's a storyline that takes place, obviously, in Hong Kong. And Goran Parlov's art is just freaking awesome. It's really good. If you guys have never seen this guy's art, he's a master storyteller. I mainly know him from The Punisher and the Barracuda limited series, but he's great. Got a random issue of Spider-Gwen here, issue number 14. This was actually interesting. This is The Shade, number 3. This is from 97, but this has got Brett Blevins on interior art, which I didn't even know Brett Blevins worked on this title. He may have just been a fill-in artist for it, but Blevins is awesome, so it's good to have. Issue number 2 of Spider-Man 2099. These are actually gaining some popularity right now, so whenever I see these, I grab them. BPRD Hell on Earth. This is issue number 121. It's actually, I don't think I've had this one before, and I have a customer who's big into the BPRD. Hey, Evan, how's it going, man? Welcome to the show, man. It'll be a short one tonight, so he might like this. Spin Angels, number 1. This is one of the Soleil issues from Marvel, where they were reprinting some of these. I want to say they're French, but yeah, this one. I think I've gotten a couple of issues from this series, and the art was actually pretty good, so it might be worth checking out. This one's actually really cool. This is Nightwing number 2. This is from the 1996 run, where Nightwing got his own series. I already have issue 1, and that's actually pretty much the only one that's actually worth anything. But number 2, I never had this one, but this is Scott McDaniel on art, and he's one of those ones where it's a little give and take. You know, sometimes you like him, sometimes you hate him, but on Nightwing, he was actually pretty good. Oh, Evan, I'm doing great, man. Doing great. A little tired, but we had a late start to the show this evening because I was helping my parents and moving furniture. So we got New Warriors number 3. This series was probably one of my all-time favorites. Mark Bagley is fantastic on art. And I think anything within the first 10, 12, 15 issues is definitely a must-have if you don't already have it. But this series was fantastic. We got The Thing, number 30, just a random issue of The Thing. This is part of the Secret Wars 2 crossover. I have a customer that really likes the old Thing issues, so we'll see if he needs this one. We got an issue of Flash from the Rebirth series. This is issue number 20. Iris West, Agents of the Black Hole. Ooh, yeah. Some random Amazing Spider-Man issue. This is 1.4. Whatever, you know. Amazing Grace Part 4. This is probably, nope, it's not a wraparound cover. With the way the foot cuts off here, you almost think it would be a wraparound cover, but it's got Simon Bianchi on art. So that's kind of cool. Or at least he did some of the art. Okay. Web of Spider-Man, number 88. This one's actually looking pretty cool. It's part of a storyline called The Name of the Rose, which, of course, it features the rose. So, yeah, I wasn't collecting Spider-Man back in this era. Well, if I did, it was amazing, and that was it. So I never picked up any of the Web of Spider-Man, so this is kind of cool. I got an old Marvel team-up, Human Torch and Spider-Man. This is issue number 147. It's kind of funny that they have the black-suited Spider-Man up there in the corner of the box, but the Spider-Man that's in the comic is the red-suited one. So, hey, Kodiak, what's up, man?
Happened? You late?
Yes, I'm late. I have a story. Just going to go through a couple of comics here. We're almost done. Outcast number 7. I don't know if that TV show got a second season or not. I don't know if anybody knows that or not, but I know that I saw the first episode and it was so much. It was like almost like watching the comic on the TV, you know. But I don't know if it got renewed. So not everything Kirkman does is fantastic and knocks it out of the park. So. I got another Fantastic Four issue. This is issue number 6. This is a Leonard Kirk issue. Here's one from the Mark Bagley era with issue number 6 of Fantastic Four. I got Suicide Squad 16 from the Rebirth issue. Here's a nice looking Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. This is issue number 96, featuring the Black Cat, the Kingpin, the Answer, Cloak and Dagger, and Silvermane. For what the well-dressed Spider-Man is wearing this season. Oh, that's kind of stupid. That part's dumb. But everything else is kind of cool. So who did the art on this one? Jim Mooney. Okay, very cool. Oh, wait a minute. Written and drawn by Al Milgrom. Embellished by Jim Mooney. Interesting. Oh, and here's another cool one. This is Nightwing number 3. So I have issues 1, 2, and 3 now. So this is actually pretty cool. Pretty fantastic. Oh, speaking of fantastic, here's another Fantastic Four issue. This is issue number 2 from the Marvel Now launch. This is another one with Leonard Kirk. Check this out. I mean, sometimes you'll find stuff in a bin you never even know, but this is JLA versus the Crime Syndicate. This is issue number 108. Anybody else notice the signature on it? Kodiak, can you tell whose signature that is? Kodiak's not even paying attention.
Yeah,
It's Ron Garney.
Okay.
It's Ron Garney's signature. So this is a signed copy of JLA by Ron Garney. You know, since Avery's not here,
I'm missing Avery, so I'm gonna be like,
yeah, they screwed up his schedule again. He has to work first thing in the morning, so he sent me a text, let me know he wasn't going to be able to make it. But this could be a.
Here's my best Avery. I don't care. I miss him.
Good. That's good.
I miss him.
I also found this one. This is a Silver Sable in the Wild Pack number 6. It's signed by Stephen Butler. But Stephen Butler.
I actually liked those books.
Stephen Butler isn't one of the creators on the book, which makes me think that he might have something to do with the creation of Silver Sable to begin with. So that might be kind of cool. This is part of this. These issues here were part of a trade that I made. Sex Criminals number 7. I don't know anything about that. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 2. I think I also got number 1 in here somewhere. Detective Comics. This is from. This is a really beat up issue, but it's got a cool looking Kelly Jones cover. This is back in the right after the Breaking of the Bat storyline.
Yeah, that's my favorite Batman right there. I love that guy.
Oh yeah.
I love that look.
Well, I like this cover. This is 100 Bullets number 30 by Dave Johnson. Did the cover. Actually, he did all the covers to 100 Bullets, but this is one of my favorite ones. There's something about this design. It's not specifically this particular cover. It's the way he did 3 covers in a row that were like this, where the main character was painted, and then the whatever was like, there's one where she's standing on a car holding a gun, and the car is all just a line drawing, but she's fully painted. I just love that. So that's a cool looking issue. Sex Criminals number 2. Don't know anything about it. And then there's a bunch of Geeksville, which was an Image comic, black and white web strip that got made into a comic from Image. I don't know if it's any good or not. But that's issue number 6, number 5, number 4, number 2, number 1. I'm sure there's a 3 in here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. And then a random issue of Green Lantern, Green Arrow, number 110. This is back in the 90s. This is 96. You know? So just some random issue. But cool. So this is a bunch of comics that'll be making it into the store this weekend. So if anybody's in the area, let's come check out the Misfit Corner Comics store. We're located in the Beach Boulevard Flea Market, unit C36. We just moved into a bigger store, and we love it when people come by and say hi. So if you're in the neighborhood, come on by, and I'll be there. Come on by and say hi to me. You never know. You might just run into a Kodiak or so. One of these days, right?
There'll be bars in that damn flea market.
What?
I said there'll be bars in them flea markets.
Yeah, there's a bar right across from where I'm at.
Not a bar, a bear.
Oh, a bar, as in a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're good with English. So.
I've never had allergies to where my. What am I saying? What am I doing, Avery? You're rubbing off on me. Nobody.
I don't know.
Nobody cares about my eyes being all swollen shut. So I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. Well, hey, I got a story to tell you.
What happened to you?
Oh man, I had a little fun this morning, and I might have taken it just a little too far. So I'm gonna actually get on camera real quick if I can. All right, so I can tell the story. But how should I put this? My New Year's resolution this year was not to stop being a smartass. Okay? So you know that was never my resolution. So let me tell you the story. I'm on my way to work, and I stop off at my Whataburger, which is where I go pretty much almost every morning to get breakfast. And I go in, and there's a young punk-looking kid talking to the guy behind the counter. The guy behind the counter, his name's Charles. He's a real nice guy. He's been there for forever. as long as I can remember. He calls me Mr. Andrew because he knows my name, and he always says hi. He's always very nice. Well, he was having a conversation with this punk kid, and the punk kid, from what I could glean from the conversation, because at one point I'm standing right next to the kid because I'm ordering my meal, and he came in and he asked for a free cup of water. So Charles gave him a cup to go get free water, right? And he was coming back because the cup was dirty, which in my mind is like, what the hell are you talking about? They've got stacks of cups. He pulls off the cup and hands it to you. It's not going to be dirty. You know, you must have done something to it, right? In order for there to be dirt in it. Well, he was upset because the cup was dirty. Well, while I'm standing there, Charles took the cup from him and threw it in the trash and went to go hand him a new cup. And the kid didn't like that. The kid was complaining. Now, here's the other thing. He's mumbling under his breath the entire time. Okay? He's mumbling. And so I place my order. I go take my cup. I go get my drink, and I go sit down on the bench. And I'm sitting there, and I'm watching this conversation happen. And this kid is getting a little vulgar. He's throwing out some MFers, and because he's really unhappy. And Charles is asking him, what do you expect me to do? You know, we gave you a free cup for water. You're not happy about it. You want something else? Because I'm not going to give you anything else. I mean, Charles was being professional, but he was being nice to the kid, but he's telling him, I'm not giving you crap, right? So I, as a good citizen, when I sat down, I pulled out my phone because, you know, if something's going to happen, I'm getting this crap on tape, okay? So I pull out my phone and I hit record, and I catch the very, very end of the conversation, right? The kid is upset because Charles is not going to give him free food, and he turns around to leave. And at that point, I turn off the camera because it's done. Nothing happened. I was waiting for something to happen. I was waiting for a blow. I was waiting for something, right? And then the kid starts walking to the back of the restaurant. And at the very back there's a door where you can leave. And I watch him as he goes, right? And he goes and he gets all the way to the back door, and he goes to open the door, and he looks back and he sees me staring at him. And he starts eyeballing me. And he says something to me. Now, I can only imagine it was, what are you looking at, or something, but I couldn't hear what he was saying because all he was doing was mumbling, right? So, but instead of leaving, he turns around and he comes back in. And he's looking right at me, right? And I'm standing there just smiling because this is the funniest thing, right? And he walks back in and he gets up right behind the row of tables and chairs, and he's looking directly at me, and he starts to say something, and I honestly cannot hear what he's saying. You know, he's just, whatever it is he's saying, I'm not getting it, and it's just funny to me, right? So I turn away and I go refill my drink, and I'm looking to see if they're finishing up my order, and I look back and he's still standing there staring at me like wanting to do something, and I'm like, all I'm thinking is, this is hilarious. There was
people get shot and stabbed.
Yeah, I know, because I'm going to remind you, I didn't give up being an asshole. Okay, I just because the story's not over. Okay, well, in between us is like two rows of tables, and there's a couple, an older couple sitting here, and then there's a guy who looks like a contractor. He's sitting there writing down stuff on his note. He's looking up because the kid is like almost right next to him, and I guess he can hear whatever it is the kid is saying, and he looks up at the kid like, what the hell's going on? Because he's not paying attention to nothing. And at this point, Charles realizes that the kid has not left. And so he walks around to go tell him, you're going to have to get out of here, right? So Charles is on his way, and I see Charles is on his way to go tell the kid to leave. And I turned to the guy, and I said, he wanted a free cup of water and didn't like it, and now he wants something else for free. And I think that pissed the kid off because I heard him say something along the lines of, it was a private conversation, it's none of your business. And all I could think to myself is, you're having a private conversation in public right in front of a whole bunch of people. You don't understand the concept of private and public conversation. You're an idiot, right? So he's still eyeballing me, and I'm just smiling because this is hilarious to me. So Charles says, you need to leave. And the kid is starting to give him attitude. And Charles whips out his phone, says, I'm calling the police. They'll come and they'll escort you out. All of this over a cup of water. Okay, let's remember that part. So the kid goes to leave. And I'm like in seventh heaven because I love seeing little shits like this get told what, and he starts to leave. And as he's leaving, he's walking past the window and he's eyeballing me the entire time. I am now his enemy.
His drama for the day.
Well, guess what? He's got 3 friends that just happen to meet up with him. And he starts telling, and the entire time he's looking right at me. And like I said, being a smartass is just a natural thing. So as he's walking past the window to leave, I wave to him. I wave to him. Wait. I got to tell you're killing the punchline. So I wave at him, right? And it pissed him off because he came up to the window and he's like, and I just turned around and walked away. It was so funny. But I did go check my car first to make sure they weren't like waiting out there at my car. But by the time I got out, they were all the way at the other side of the Walmart parking lot and all. I'm like, dude, if that kid decides, I'm his new target, I better let people know about this story. So I have the video. And when I watch the video, it actually does show his face when he turns around and starts walking towards me. So I've got a video of him. So if I get mugged, jumped, stabbed, shot in the next few days or so, I have a video of the kid that started it. I may actually put it on my YouTube channel and private it. Maybe send.
Andrew didn't kill himself.
That's right. I will send the link to Kodiak and say, hey, if something happens to me, tell the cops this is the kid to look for.
What I want to know is, I'm new to the Misfit Corner. I need to know how many fights you've gotten your friends into.
Oh, my friends. Oh, well. There was the time that Todd and I were out driving, and this is a bad story. I wish he was here. I may have to wait till he's here to tell this, but I'll give you the punchline to the story. It involves drag racing on St. John's Bluff, playing chicken with another car, almost running over a mailbox, and then having a group of kids throw beer bottles at his car as we're speeding away. If you call that getting into a fight, which it really wasn't, but we were some hellions at one point in time. So the whole story is actually really funny. It's really sad and really stupid, but it's one that I would have to have Todd here, because you remember the one story I told where I had to have Todd here because I can't. There's parts of the story I don't remember exactly, and he may remember, and so we have to throw it up against you. Evan says, "How dare you mention Whataburger in my presence without sending me a jalapeno cheeseburger?"
Well,
you know what, Evan?
Everybody today, Andrew.
I have never. I waved at him. I have never had one of their jalapeno anythings. I know they make a jalapeno biscuit for breakfast, but I always just get like the Bob, the bacon.
See, now I gotta go across town to get to a Whataburger because I'm not going to 103rd.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, not a New York minute.
No. That kind of happens every day on 103rd. I was like,
actually, 103rd is where I remember saying to myself, if I die today, do I have enough life insurance to take care of my wife?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, my daughter's calling me. Hold on just a quick second. Hold on a second.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Unkidding Kodiak Show. Make sure you hit that like button, sub, and ring the bell if you're into the sadomasochist, where Andrew will sit there and, it's funny because a masochist is the thing, mastication, the show, it fits. It fits. So anyways, I'm just randomly here talking to myself and
all right, so you guys know there are very, very few people in the world that I would answer the phone for while I'm in the middle of a live stream, and my daughter is one of them.
It happens every stream.
Not every stream. Well, I'm waiting for a scam call to happen while I'm on a stream, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would be cool. I'd have to actually start earlier in the evening because they usually stop around 5 o'clock. So.
No, 103rd in the 90s was fine. Matter of fact, because they had we couldn't get to landing without going the long way. We might as well go to 103rd. We did all our shopping on 103rd, and it was fine.
Right,
right. 80s, and it's like everything's going towards Orange Park because in the 80s, Normandy was fine. But in the 90s, Normandy was a no-go. You don't want to go on that side of town. And
yeah.
the next street over, the next big street over is 103rd. And, you know, by the 2000s, it was not a place you wanted to be.
Yeah, 103rd is where I used to go from. There was a check cashing place there that I used to go to. And I was always afraid when I cashed my check to go to that Walmart. Because it's like, it's not the greatest place in town, you know?
Did they already made it that big Walmart yet?
Oh, it's been years since I've been out there. I don't know.
Well, did they make it a super Walmart? Was it a super Walmart?
It may be a super Walmart. Like I said, it's been.
No, it is now, but I'm just saying, how long ago was that? Or was that like?
Oh, it was always there when I was there.
I worked there as they were doing.
Where did you not work? Where have you not worked? We've had this conversation.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Started out, and I didn't realize that when you said that, I'm like, damn, right? You know, there's probably just about everything you could imagine. Like, this is why when me and my wife married, and she's like, I can't be the stay-at-home wife, and I was looking at the way my mom made more money than my father. I'm like, you know, let's try this.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to stay home with the kids. Let's figure this out. And then within a year, she had already started making more than I would have made, you know, kind of thing. It is what it is.
All right, so the reason I'm late this evening, my mom and dad just recently moved, and my mom set up her living room. She has a love seat, a couch, my dad's chair, and she's like,
you to turn on your TV again.
No, but she has done that before.
Yeah,
no, she wanted to get rid of the couch. And since we don't have a couch currently, because when we moved, we didn't take the couch with us because we didn't have enough room. So they said, hey, you want this couch? I said, sure, Mom, I'll come get the couch. So I had to go borrow the truck from my father-in-law, go out there to get the truck, go out there to get the couch. But then my mother's throwing in a coffee table and a end table, and then saying, hey, can you guys go by our old place and pick up these 8-foot long quilting racks? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So,
and you didn't text me back. I'm sitting here worried that you got in a car accident. You could be lying in a ditch dead somewhere, but don't tell Kate.
Well, I got a text from Avery concerned, but his was mainly to let me know he wasn't going to be able to make it. So
I text you. I was like, what?
Well, I told the wife, I said, I got to do a live stream. I just made an introduction video for the channel saying, hey, we live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 8 o'clock. I got to do it. You know, even if all I'm going to do is sit here and chit chat with you, at least I'm live streaming, you know? Speaking of which, he's not here, but I'm going to pimp his stuff. Pimp. Guys, if you haven't had an opportunity to go check out Rick. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. Rick Piper's Canadian Shield is up on Indiegogo right now. If you get an opportunity, go check it out. Throw the boy some cash, even if it's just a little bit. I'm going to be sending him. I'm going to make my pledge for the campaign this Friday. This Friday's payday, so I'll do it then. But if you everybody out there, if you get an opportunity, Rick's a really good guy. He's doing his very first campaign. Go check it out. And if you can, I think he's got one tier. It's $5. Throw him $5. He would absolutely, truly appreciate it because he's a good guy. Evan says, it sounded like you were about to tell me you were going to send me a burger before Kodiak interrupted. Fair assessment? It's possible. It's possible. Kodiak has a tendency to interrupt me right when I'm at the punchline of all of my stories. You know who else does that, Kodiak?
It's tennis.
Do you know who else does that all the damn time?
Your wife.
The wife. I would be telling her a story, and as soon as I'm at the punchline, she injects or asks a question. It's like, let me just finish the story, woman.
You know how we're friends, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's because your punchlines suck. No.
My punchlines don't suck.
I thought he was gonna say, "See, there's your missed opportunity." He's like, "I'm gonna punchline you." I thought that's where you was going. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna make this live stream short, and I appreciate Evan for coming by and checking us out and helping to entertain. My wife did slave over the stove this evening to make me a spaghetti squash spaghetti with meat sauce, and so not to be eating pasta, not to be eating the carbs. She made spaghetti squash, and I hate spaghetti squash. Just so you all know, I detest this stuff, but I eat it, and it's nice and hot, and I really need to eat my dinner. So, Evan, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming by. We are definitely going to do a show on Friday. I will be on time. We will have everything. We will have drawing. We'll have Legos. We'll have comics. I am saving this Crystal Creatures Mega Construct egg for when everybody's here, because I know how much you all love these things.
One day, I'm hiding the most vile thing you can think of in one of those, and I'm gonna watch you open it.
I'll open it up and go, this smells like Kodiak.
And it's bear gravy.
Evan says spaghetti squash is great. Well, I think Evan's nuts. Riano says, I slaved over a hot oven while my apple pie baked. More like popped it in the oven and then ignored it for 45 minutes. The truth is, my wife put this in the pressure cooker before she went out to her doctor's appointment. So it's been cooking all day, and it is fantastic. She throws stuff in that pot, and I come home and it's like a hot meal. And she's had pork in there. She's had spaghetti in there. She has all different stuff, and it always ends up great. So if you guys don't have a pressure cooker, go out and get one, because they're great. And my wife loves cooking for me, and I love eating her food, even if I don't like it. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for checking out the channel. We'll see you all next time.